My name is Mr. David Stinson. I am from Summerville, South Carolina. I've been in the Charleston area since 2008. I'm originally from North Carolina. I'm a CTE teacher. I teach financial literacy and Google Basics to middle school and entrepreneurship to the high school students. Well, the main thing I want them to get is how to train themselves, teach themselves, because technology is going to keep changing every year. So mostly I just want to motivate them and get them engaged and get them to want to learn and to help teach themselves. As a matter of fact, this semester, some of them helped teach me, like Google Basics. They knew how to do some things I didn't know. So. I'm still trying to figure this out. I'm a new teacher. I just started in the fall, and I just switched careers from being a manager in business for 21 years. And I'm still trying to figure all this out, but I think just training, which they have it, and that's what I'm focusing on, is training myself, classroom management, how to engage the kids, the technology. The more prepared, the more I know, the easier it is to focus on the important things with the kids. But my main focus is to, because especially being a CTE teacher, my main focus is to prepare them for the real world, for real life someday. Well, I have I was in the wholesale industry, and that industry is not doing very well with online and direct sales now, Amazon, all that. And I've been looking for something else to do, a different industry, for a couple of years. When the pandemic hit, they ended up closing my store in the spring. So it kind of forced me to make a decision. And so after some soul searching and asking a lot of people, everybody said I should be a teacher. I've always been involved in like teaching Sunday school or teaching Awanas or teaching kids in some way. And I have a lot of management and real world experience, which is good to teach the kids. I have 3 teenagers of my own, so I got some practice there. And I don't know, I just felt that I was being called to teach. So yeah, that's probably the most fun this semester. See, I came in the middle of the semester. I was subbing, and then this is my first full-time job. And that's probably what I'm most excited about this semester, starting from fresh, because that's where you can maybe get more involved with work study and involved with some of the businesses in the local area, and teaching these students how to create their own business, how to manage their own business, about supply chain, operations, sales, all that stuff that I used to do in my last job. I enjoyed the little bit I did the couple months here, but it'd be even nicer to have a fresh start. Well, everything else they're learning, English, math, social studies, everything else they need to know for business. They have to know that anyway. They have to know how to do math. They have to know about history and law and all this stuff. And that's one thing I'm teaching them. As a matter of fact, in my syllabus, it actually says that this is to help the foundation of social studies, math, and English. So what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to teach them how to apply that stuff to real life in a real situation where you're creating your own business or you're a manager, and how all that stuff is important and how you use it in your day-to-day life. Even doing a budget, balancing your checkbook, all that stuff. So that's kind of some of the things I teach. My main focus for that is actually financial literacy, which is middle school, start early. Entrepreneurship is just a little more advanced. It's more of I guess, a facilitator, or you're just trying to get the kids to be more creative, think openly creative about ideas, help them to understand how the real world works and that it's not going to be given to you. It's mostly hard work and effort. I'm just excited. I mean, I enjoy it. I got to work on getting the kids more engaged. That's the struggle. They have 10-second attention spans these days with smartphones and everything, and it's really hard to keep their interest and engagement. So that's what I really want to work on. My focus is going towards, I learned in management that to create goals, and they needed to be SMART goals, which is an acronym, and that everything should point in one direction and not be all over the place. So my one direction is to prepare these kids as best I can while I have them for the real world, and to give them the skills and ideas they need to do, whatever they want to do someday. And so everything I'm doing is focusing toward that. So that includes training, learning the technology, learning classroom management and how to engage, watching videos, anything I can, asking other teachers here, getting coaching for some of the teachers here, anything I can do to pour into that as fast as I can, because time's ticking and I want to help as many kids as I can. So, and I have been being prepared for a long time for this, raising 3 teenagers. One of them is adopted and has a lot of issues, which helps with some of the kids with behavior issues. And my last job, managing adults, actually helps, I think. Adults are just big kids, some of them. So I think all of this has kind of led me up to this. This actually, second half of my career, I feel, is what I'm really meant to do. The first half was really just training and got me in a financial position where I could do this. That's how I feel about it. My ultimate goal as a teacher, kind of the way I envision is this. I would love nothing more than 10 years from now to run into one of my former students at the store or something, and then they'll say, you changed my life, or you helped me get on the right path, or, you know, because I had people that did that for me. I was a troubled teenager. When I was in middle school, I was getting in trouble with the law and stealing and breaking into places, and I was actually had a lot of issues. I went to an inner city school, and it was my stepdad who helped really kind of direct me and asked me. He said to me, do you want to be mediocre the rest of your life? And that resonated with me. And so I turned it around for high school, and I had some good teachers. I did have a business teacher in my 8th grade middle school. They did a little quarterly like shop and all that, and he taught us how to write a check and stuff like that. Today, someone would come in my counter at my former business, a 30-year-old adult, and they would slide a check over to me and say, can you fill this out for me? I don't know how to do it. And that's just upsetting to me for some reason. I don't know. But